We're at Happy Valley Racecourse in Hong Kong for the International Jockeys Championship, thanks to a2a Tours, taking you anywhere to anywhere. The global racing calendar reaches a competitive climax every year, with the Longines Hong Kong International races each December. The club welcomes owners, trainers, jockeys and racing visitors from around the world to this week-long party, racing festival and supremacy decider. The first big event of the festivities is the Longines International Jockeys Championship, probably the most fiercely contested jockeys challenge anywhere in the world, and the most demanding too, as it takes place around the uniquely spectacular inner city course that is Happy Valley. This year's field included Ryan Moore, the UK, Zach Purton, Hong Kong, Christophe Soumillon, Belgium, Gary Stevens, USA, Kieran McAvoy, Australia, Maxime Guyon, France, Mike Smith, USA, Suguro Hamanaka, Japan, Keith Jung, Hong Kong, Richard Hughes, UK, Mirko De Muro, Italy, Douglas White, Hong Kong. A top quality field which clearly reflects the fact that this is a competition every riding star longs to win. Kieran McAvoy got his evening off to the best possible start when producing a masterful ride from the front on the 26-1 long shot, Home with Glory, to land the first leg.
Kick serve, but McAvoy going strongly on in front, Home with Glory. He's 2 lengths clear and holding his rivals. Winning Mascot charging home with expedite, but the Australian jockey, Kieran McAvoy, takes the first leg.
Christophe Soumillon struck for Belgium in the second leg, taking a leaf out of the McAvoy book, riding Flying Chaparral from the front. He broke early from gate 8 and never relinquished that position, easily repelling all challengers on the 3-1 favourite.
270 out, he kicked away 2 lengths in front. Southern Spring, Speedy Gonzalez, plain red banner. The others are doing nothing at all, but it's Flying Chaparral going great guns with 100 to go. Battle for the minors, and it's the Belgian ace clearing away to win on Flying Chaparral.
Italian rider Mirko De Muro moved into contention when driving out the Casper Founds trained Fun and Games to take the third leg.
Nordic One, Charity Joy starting to work between horses, but Fun and Games booted with 150 to go. Rocket Let win. Here's St Yazin out of the pack late. It's Fun and Games in front. St Yazin's flying with Rocket Let win. Fun and Games clinging on. Fun and Games.
In the final leg, McAvoy finished out of the points, but fortunately for him, so did De Muro and Soumillon. Australian Zach Purton ran out the winner of the fourth leg on the Tony Cruz trained favourite Majestic Anthem, from Maxime Guyon on the Casper Founds train Formula 1, with Ryan Moore on Great Charm back in third spot.
Anthem bolted clear, Formula 1 charging home with also out wide Flying Elite, but Majestic Anthem for Zach Purton takes the final leg. Majestic Anthem.
But at the end of the night, it was Australian rider Kieran McAvoy who won this year's edition of the Longines International Jockeys Championship, with his win and a second, scoring 18 points in the 4-race competition, taking home the 500,000 Hong Kong dollar first prize.
Really thrilled to have been able to get the trophy and put my name on the trophy. It's obviously a great honour roll, list of jockeys that have won it before, and great field of jockeys that competed tonight. So yeah, it's a real different buzz. The winning a Group 1 race, winning this award tonight, it's a real thrill to have won my first Jockey's Challenge anywhere in the world, and to do it in Hong Kong's even that bit more special. The first horse, I knew if he began well, he could go forward, and we were able to get some cheap sectionals, and he bounced back to his best form, and he kicked strongly for home, and it was a great buzz. It felt like a Group 1 when I won that. I knew I was off to a great start, and then in the second race, second heat of the championship, I drew barrier 1, I had a ground-saving run, hadn't spent any petrol in the run, and I was able to sneak through and grab second in the last 3 or 4 strides. So that's what got my total up there early in the race, and yeah, I was able to hold on, so it was great. I knew that my first 2 rides were probably the ones to get me any sort of points, so I didn't really have any, I didn't feel nervous, just excited and happy to be a part of it, and I suppose that helped me ride in a nice relaxed style. And you can't relax too much around Happy Valley because it's a tricky track to ride, so you've got to have your wits about you, and everyone was really switched on and focused, so that was good. It's nice to come away and ride some horses over here that you've never ridden before, for trainers that you've never ridden before, and get my name on the trophy board. It's fantastic.
The home team proved once again on Sunday that it's tough to beat Hong Kong horses at their own game. The local contingent appeared slightly depleted for this year's Longines Hong Kong International races at Sharton Racecourse, and the foreign invaders were imposing. But when the day was done, Hong Kong runners won 3 of the 4 Group 1 races, losing only to Japan's dominating sprinter, Lord Kanaloa, who was unbeatable on the day. Dominant got the home team off to a surprising victory in the 2,400-metre Longines Hong Kong Vase, a race in which local runners seldom have found success. Under leading Hong Kong rider Zac Purton, Dominant raced at the back of the field until the final turn. When Purton gave him the go-ahead, Dominant quickly picked it up, briefly trapping the favourite, The Fugue, and surged between horses to the lead. By the time jockey William Buick got the Fugue back into stride, it was too late, and Dominant went on to win by 3/4 of a length over the hard-luck filly who represented Ireland. The 2011 winner of the Vase, Dunedin, finished 3rd, and last year's winner, Red Cadeau, got home 4th.
This is probably one of the horses in the internationals that you weren't as confident about, but take us through the run. He seemed to settle very well for you.
Yeah, well, last time I rode him in the Champions in Trader, he sort of got on the bit and worked the whole race. Thought I worked against him in the end because he was found one inside the final 200, but today I just rode him more quiet. He really switched off for me. I love run into the race, and I came into it really, really well, and obviously got there a little bit soon, but everything inside me was getting cluttered up, and I thought I'd just take the opportunity to try and put a march on him and see if he could hang on, and he done that.
The Longines Hong Kong sprint was a tour de force for Japanese star Lord Kanaloa, who easily drew off in the stretch run to win the event for the 2nd straight year, confirming his position among the world's top sprinters. Ireland's Soul Power was second, 5 lengths back of the Japanese superstar, with a pair of Hong Kong runners, Frederick Engels and Cerise Cherry, finishing 3rd and 4th. Glorious days after a 6-month layoff, and from a far outside gate came running from behind a fast pace to win the Longines Hong Kong Mile by 3/4 of a length. Gold Fun and Packing Whiz finished 2nd and 3rd in a sweep for the locals. The race had been billed as a showdown between the French-bred mare Moonlight Cloud and a 3-year-old British filly Sky Lantern, but neither showed up in the running. Moonlight Cloud finished 6th and Sky Lantern got home last of 14. Glorious Days, who last raced in June in Japan, finished in a quick time with Douglas White up for trainer John Size.
Yeah, we got the pace on and I began well. We opted to go back and there wasn't an ease to the tempo at all, so it was always going to be difficult for the front markers to stay there. But having said all that, it's a great training performance from John Size. To go into Group 1 first up and be as confident as what he was, you've got to give it to the man.
The day's final international race, the 2,000 metres Longines Hong Kong Cup, appeared to be wide open, with runners from France, England, Germany, Japan and even the United States having a shot at the day's biggest purse.
Here he comes, a2a Mafid rests the lead in the cup, and a2a Mafid draws away to beat Tokai Halo.
But it was Hong Kong's a2a Mafid who fought his way through traffic problems in the stretch and got home first, to give Douglas White his 2nd Grade 1 win of the day, beating Japanese pace setter Tokai Halo by a length. France's Cyrus de Egg, who was the world's top-rated horse at the start of the year, another neck back in 3rd, with Hong Kong's reigning horse of the year, Military Attack, in 4th.
It's a great privilege working with these top jockeys because we saw him in big trouble on the rail there, and it was all due to the skill and expertise of Douglas, and we're very lucky to have him associated with the stable.
It's a great win for you in the stable. Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks to a2a Tours for bringing us to the Longines Hong Kong International Races, the greatest show on turf.